Good morning, guys. 5:30 a.m. Oh. Oh.
Good morning, guys. I just got out of the shower, waiting for my car to warm up. Happy Thanksgiving. That's kind of what I want to talk about right now, is what I'm thankful for. We underestimate the power of gratitude. We seem to only appreciate gratitude when we're in a position where it's all we have to think about to feel good. If that makes any sense, I don't know. But I'm grateful to be sober. I'm grateful for finding John Mark Stevenson on YouTube, for showing me this whole thing is possible. And I'm grateful for the good energy behind the scenes, because I think, like a lot of us, we spent a long time crafting negative energy out to the world. When you're living in like a victim mentality, or when you're simping over women, it's very disrespectful to simp over women. And that spreads negative energy, because what you're doing, you're getting all angry if a woman won't give you attention or hang out with you. And what I'm here to tell you is that energy is misdirected. That feeling you feel, that frustration because that woman won't give you a chance, I'm here to tell you that's a wake-up call. That has nothing to do with her. That has everything to do with you. That's not her being shallow. That's not her like only wanting money, only wanting guys with a six-pack. No. That's a reflection of you. Use it as a wake-up call. You could do one of two things. You could go down the road of self-pity. Oh, it's all women's fault. They just want a guy with abs and money and a car, nice car. I don't have a nice car. I don't have money. The only thing I really have going for me is six-pack abs. I do just fine. But I'm also not out there actively seeking women, because that's going to dismantle my goals, my programs. Women are powerful. We need to be aware of things that have influence on us. We got to be honest with ourselves. If we're not, we're never going to make progress. And I know for me, like in my deepest, darkest days, something I found that made me feel good about myself was talking to girls. And I shouldn't have been doing that. I should have been sitting through my pain. I should have been forcing myself to go to the gym, which I did eventually. But you know how long that took? I spent like a year after my son's mom passed. I didn't know who I was. My identity was so linked to being in a relationship that after she died, I went to like a healing center for a couple months. And then all of a sudden I thought I needed to get a girlfriend again. That's how delusional I am by default. And then like I start talking to a couple girls, and what do you know? I don't even actually like them. It's like we go in these cycles in our mind, and then like 6 months later I start working on myself after I've been rejected by like, oh God, you wouldn't even imagine how low I was. And like the only thing I wanted was just to be told like, you're a good boy, it's okay. I don't even really know where I'm going with this, but you need to stop simping, because it's not like I just woke up one day and just decided that I wasn't going to be a simp anymore. It just kind of happened. Like, yeah, I was aware of my simpiness and people were telling me about it, but mainly how I recognized it is I would go and watch YouTube videos, and eventually I came across Andrew Tate, and listening to Andrew Tate's message, people will say what they will about Andrew Tate, but the thing is, he has a very good message for men today, because a lot of men out there are so feminized. And I'm not saying being feminine is bad. I love women. Women are the best. We need to protect women with everything we have. I'm saying that you as a man, you are not born as a woman. Unless you think you are, that's something you need to figure out. But like, what I'm talking about is the men who know they're a man. They're not confused about the gender thing. I'm not trying to go there. But they're feminine because they're a bitch. Like, straight up. There's so many little bitch men out there today that are just like waiting to get a wedgie, waiting to get thrown in a locker, waiting to get your lunch money taken. What's wrong with you? Like, don't you have any pride in your grandpa, in your father, in your great-grandfather? Like, all I had to do was start listening to a couple people like Andrew Tate online, John Mark Stevenson, to figure out it's not the woman I want. It's the relief I'm looking for. It's the, you make me feel good so I don't have to look at myself. The exact same things that the drugs did are literally no different than how I was using women after. No different whatsoever. And I had to get to that place of rock bottom where I'm so humiliated with myself because look at who's rejecting me. Realizing how far I had fallen. When I was a teenager, I had some beautiful girlfriends. Like always, it was never an issue for me. But after my wife passed, it's like I felt like I needed a relationship so bad because I didn't know who I was. I kind of got off on like a crash out, uncontrolled rant here, but I hope I made my point. I'm still going to post this video because it's Thanksgiving and I'm so grateful for all these experiences. I'm grateful that I've had to sleep outside before. I'm grateful I've had to live in a car before. I'm grateful that I was a drug addict, and I'm grateful that I lived on the streets of Vancouver, because I would not be where I am today with the strength that I hold and the ability to help lift others up if I didn't go through those things. You might have a story like that on your own that's waiting to play out, so don't sell yourself short. Have a great day. Happy Thanksgiving. Food for thought. I'm just on my way to the gym right now. Usually I train at nighttime, but it's Thanksgiving today. I'm gonna make a big turkey dinner. Actually, I'm making not that big of a turkey, but I'm gonna make turkey, ham, potatoes, Brussels sprouts, carrots, gravy. basically a full Canadian Thanksgiving spread. So I'll definitely take you guys along with me as I cook. Heading to the gym right now. I'm gonna do legs, shoulders, and arms. Kind of a weird split, but mostly legs and shoulders with a little bit of arms. So my last video I made, I think it was like chest, arms, and shoulders. And the bicep workout I did in that video was basically, I was just using the barbells without any weights, because the cool thing, this gym that I go to, they have like 12 barbells and they're all different weights. They all weigh differently, so pretty cool. Just switch it up, right? I like to try different things out, and I really prefer to use the barbell over everything. Barbell, dumbbell. Machine's third. So today I'm gonna do squats, which are kind of embarrassing for me, honestly, because I do body weight squats every day. So maybe I can actually squat quite a bit, but I never really actually do barbell squats. I've really been slacking with them, so I'm gonna start picking it up, and you know, I should be squatting at least twice a week. And I'd even argue, like, if you want really good results, it's good to squat 3 times a week, because yeah, when I was a teenager, like getting into the gym, me and my friend, we kind of got into the gym together, and my friend would always go on the internet and look up these different workout splits. And I remember this one routine called Ripped Toes by Mark Ripto. And basically it's, you're squatting 3 days a week, and I think every Monday you add an extra 2 pounds, maybe even 5 pounds. So every week you're going up like 2 or 5 pounds in your strength on each lift too. Basically what you're doing is military barbell press, bench press, deadlift, squat, barbell row. 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Each workout will be 5 reps, 5 sets. Obviously, it's a strength and size program. But just the fact that you're squatting 3 days a week, heavy, I've always thought in the back of my head, like, that's how you get big arms. That's how you get a big chest, doing those squats 3 days a week. So yeah, I'm gonna really test that out. I think maybe November 1st, I'll start maybe like 4 to 6 weeks of rip toes, just to see what it's like, because as you've probably noticed how I train, I do a lot of high reps and a lot of volume, like a lot of endurance type stuff. I like to do push-ups, I like to do body squats, chin-ups, but honestly, it's just because the reason, like, you might be wondering if I prefer them, why I do them, it's because I've never been able to do them. Like, my whole life, I've always been one of those kids that just can't lift their own body weight. And now I can do so many push-ups, so many squats, which is pretty cool because it makes me able to bench press more than my body weight quite a bit. I'm 200 pounds and I can bench press like 250 a couple times. So that's pretty cool. It's definitely cool when all your lifts are above your body weight. That's a good milestone. So I just like to keep it there, and I like to make sure that I never lose my strength when it comes to like my own body weight. So that's kind of why I like to do the push-ups and stuff every day, and it makes me feel productive too, because there's lots of times through the day where I need to like get recentered, and maybe I'm feeling a little bit off. Who knows what I got going on. One thing I know for sure is that, like, doing the push-ups, doing the squats, getting out into nature helps so much. It literally recenters me. So yeah, I'm gonna go for a little workout, then I am gonna go for a hike. So that's gonna be pretty cool. I'm gonna go out in the woods, then I'm gonna cook dinner. Have a great day. Happy Thanksgiving. See you in a bit. I already finished my workout. I'm just gonna end it with like 20 dips. If this thing will hold me. Damn, good way to end it. Definitely a good pump after dips. Dips are like push-ups. They're, in the beginning they're hard to do, but you just keep building up. Just like push-ups. The more you do, the easier they are. Dips are the same concept. Dips and push-ups will increase your bench press too. So there's something to be said about body weight workouts, I think.